Jesus, our podcast just changed directions entirely. Welcome back to Down Once More Pod. What's up, guys? I'm Raley. That's Matt. Thanks for joining us for episode 50-something or other.
Yep, 50-something or other.
This week, we are back to our shenanigans. We're going to be doing one of our little in-between episodes where we do some fun games and some fun things. Tonight, we have an extra special surprise. We'll start with vocal warm-ups, and then we'll do a special game that I told Matt we should about like last night. So
yep.
We've had very little time to prepare for this, so it should be interesting.
I did zero prep work.
Excellent. Me either. So this should be good. How are you, Matt?
I'm good. In the vein of new games, I had a thought. I think one of the I heard a thing that said on YouTube, if you swear within the first 5 minutes, then they throw you off on the algorithm. So I'm going to try not to swear for 5 minutes. I'm probably going to fail very quickly. But
now I have to censor myself. Oh, that's not fun.
Well,
the SDFU. We'll call it the SDFUs.
Yeah. The SDFU episode that we do just the chorus episode. But what you have to do is you have to do the entire chorus. So it's not just 5 words, and it has to be the chorus of the song.
But that could be
an added
3
challenge.
Lines. It could be 2 words. It could be 10 lines.
Then your song selection for the playlist would bear to your strategy. So
I'm down. Let's do it.
We'll see if we actually do it sometime. But that was my thought. Down. A tweak, if you will.
I think we also talked about doing a musical only version, right? Where we only pick songs from musicals, which is kind of like repetitive because some of our other episodes where we've done the STFU episodes, we've both incorporated at least one, if not more, from musicals that we like. So we've probably already hit our highlights when it comes to the musicals. But at least I've probably picked my top 3 at least.
Yeah, my playlist is probably like 50% musical.
Yours is way more than 50%. Yours is like 80% musicals. Don't even lie. Don't even pretend right now that you listen to other music.
Let's see what I have left on the playlist for the next round. Musical, not musical, not musical, not musical.
So
out of 16,
my case.
1, 2, 3, 4. So a fourth of them. Mine's 75% musicals, right?
Did I not just say 70%? Yes, I did.
No, you said 80%. So
did I? Oh, same difference. 75 and 80.
Yes, if you're rounding up. But
yeah. But anyway, moving on with our lives. Yes, we will do more of those STFU episodes. If you guys like them, please let us know if they're entertaining at all, because I know it's only going to get worse because we know the songs we know, and we don't have a lot of those. At least I don't have a lot of those left that I know like really well. So the more we do this, the worse it's going to get.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
It should make it fun. Yeah.
Exactly. It makes for good content. Wow, my eyebrows are really eyebrowy tonight. I know you don't care.
They're usually
at all
caterpillar-y, so
that is the rudest thing you've ever said to me, ever.
Well,
like ever.
Well, you said they're really eyebrowy. Like, what the are they going to be? Damn it! That was not 5 minutes.
No, you didn't make it. Kicked off.
Knew it.
Skipped. No one's gonna see this episode now.
I don't actually think they look like caterpillars, but I was thinking, I'm like, what else would they look like?
Better clarify that. If I swore too. You better clarify that because. Hello.
I already broke the seal.
Anyway, moving on. So what we're doing tonight? We're going to start with vocal warm-ups.
What do you mean by they look very eyebrowy?
Like I'm seeing that they have like little like spiky hairs here. They're like sticking up. Like I'm like look like I'm shocked all the time. Like, oh my god, this is crazy. My eyebrows are like crazy. And they're not usually. I don't know. It's something women would notice that men would never ever notice. I know None of you are looking at our eyebrows. Anyway, moving on. Tonight we are going to do something special. We're going to start with our vocal warm-ups, which if you
Yep.
haven't seen any of our episodes, that is just a really quick 60 seconds for each of us where we have to talk about 3 topics and we have to jam them in. We get about 20 seconds per topic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough, folks, but it can be about anything. So it's like whatever you want to talk about for 20 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
anything. And we go back and forth with that. That's vocal warm-ups. And then we're going to do a game. I guess it's a game. I don't know if it's an interview. I don't know what you want to call it. Maybe
It's
we
not a
need a name for it.
winner, so
No. I mean,
there
we
could
could
be a
do a
loser
winner.
though.
It could, I mean, it could potentially go really south, but we'll see. The idea is that each of us have brought 10 questions to ask the other. And I had envisioned this as sort of like a rapid fire. Now, with
Mm-hmm.
the caveat that if your answer requires some explanation, you will be allowed to give it. But
Yes.
it should be like the first thing that pops in your head. Like you don't want to sit there
Yep.
and think for a full 45 seconds before you give us an answer because that is boring as fuck and nobody
That's
wants to
right.
see you think about stuff. So it needs to be like a ba answer it.
And we
And
all know
then there may be like
I don't edit out dead air, so it'd be really
no, because he's
obnoxious to
lazy.
listen to. No, because I
Yeah.
have 1 day to edit.
Hey, you have 3 days, 2 days to edit.
No, I have
You
to
fix
have it
anything
all
wrong.
done. We're recording Sunday night at midnight, and then I have Monday night. I technically have Monday and Tuesday night because I have to have everything
2
to go
days.
live Wednesday morning. But even though my laptop's supposed to be faster, it's been taking 3 hours to export and process the original file, and then I have to do the actual edit, and then it takes about another 3 hours to export and process. Then I have to upload to YouTube, and I'm also it takes about 6 hours to edit an episode, and I'm trying to clip things in there and put together a teaser, and I have a job, so I don't get to start editing until 5. So
Y'all hear how fucking difficult his
You
life is. What do you do besides
dude,
work and edit? Nada.
nothing.
You want to take my
Nothing.
4-year-old just for a day?
No.
Just take him.
No.
You know what? 4 hours. Take him for 4 hours.
No.
And let's see if you complain about editing videos. Let's see.
I'm not
This motherfucker with
complaining.
his
I'm just
first world
saying
problems.
I don't have a large time frame. It's not that I'm lazy. My God.
Anyway, back to the game. So we're going to ask each other 10 questions. We have to answer as fast as you can, like within reason, and
Yep.
give your best answer and then give your explanation as to why.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be interesting. I've picked some, I don't know what you've picked, but I've picked some, hopefully, interesting questions. We'll see.
Oh,
We'll get into it in a little bit.
I made more than 10 questions depending on the route of line of
So did
questioning
I.
you go. Then
You have
can
backups
pivot.
planned?
I have backups.
Me too.
To pivot.
Me too. That's why.
goody.
That's why we're friends, because we're so similar. I'm like, well, he may start asking about this, so I better have something prepared later like this. Oh,
Yep.
sorry, that reminds me. I was thinking that we could add, and you can veto this if you want, but in my brain, I was like, we could add the rule that if you want to trade one of your questions to ask the person a repeat of their question, let's say I ask you something and you're like, oh shit, I want to know your answer to that same question. You can do that. You can like substitute one of your questions and steal my question and ask me the same question. Does that make sense?
Yes. Do you want to do it like that where it's a steal, so it's still 10 questions, or then you
Always,
get
yeah.
one bonus question and you can only use it once?
I was just thinking that we keep it at 10, so you have to forego.
Rules. Okay.
Well, that was
works
just
for
my
me.
brain was like, if you want to just give up one of your questions, you can take someone else's question. And
Okay.
if you're like, that's the greatest question ever, I want you to answer it also, then
Now,
you give up one of your questions.
can you skip or do anything and say, yeah, no, fuck that, I'm not answering?
Sure,
Anything?
if you want to be an asshole.
I'm not saying you want to. I know.
I'm not saying I'm not going to do that, because you may ask me some things that I am not prepared prepared to answer on this podcast. And knowing you, it wouldn't be that far off to think that you would. So,
No.
yes, you have the
No.
power to skip it. And since we both came with more than 10 questions, we have backup questions in case anybody
That's
gets
true.
like weird about it,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Let's just get weird. Let's get weird as possible right now. Let's make it weird.
Weird as
Let's start
what?
with vocal warm up. So,
Yeah.
possible?
Oh, okay. Okay. I
What
thought
did
you
what
were
did you
making a like correlation to something like weird as possum or something like that. Maybe you
I
think
mean,
possums are really weird. I don't know.
also possums are super weird. So yeah, let's make it weird as
Weird
possum right now.
possums.
That's gonna be my new phrase. Weird as
Weird as
possum.
possum.
All right, you're gonna start vocal warm ups. I've decided. So you don't get a
Okay.
choice in the matter.
Okay.
Are you
I'm ready.
ready? Are you ready to
I'm
go?
ready.
Because I'm
Let me
gonna
go
give you
look at my
your
list.
timer.
No, I think I lied. I am going to look at my list real quick because I forgot what my third one was. Okay. It
Mine's
changed
gonna be a
from when
shit
we were
show. Just
originally going to
get ready.
record. Okay.
Okay. I don't know what that means. Oh crap, what happened? Okay. Tell me when you're ready and I will. Are you ready?
Just count me down and I'll go when you start.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. I don't know about you or anyone listening. I have morning routines when I first wake up, and those are I do my 3 games, my daily games on my phone. I do the Daily Dozen, and I do the New York Times ones. They have Wordle, the old classic, but then my new favorite one is Connections on there because it's challenging and I actually feel satisfaction when I get it because it's 16 random words and there's 4 different groups of 4 and you only have a certain number of tries. It's a pain in the butt, but it's fun. 2, I went to see Titanic the musical the other day, and there's a guy with 2 kids, like 7 and 4 or 5 with him, that did not control them worth a shit, and it annoyed the shit out of me the entire time. This kid walked by, touched both of my feet with his hand as he walked by to go to his seat. And then third, I got these gummy cheeseburgers are the fucking best. I used to have them when I was the kid, and I found them at the grocery store. You could buy them in bulk. I have these.
Those are
The
so
best.
good. Those little I used to oh my god. I used to eat those but I always pulled them apart. I never ate them as one.
Oh
I would
yeah.
eat like the
Yeah.
bun and then like it's like in the middle is
Mm-hmm.
like I guess supposed to be the meat and cheese and then like the
Mm-hmm.
pickle or something in there. I don't know. They're colored but not
It's
flavored.
lettuce.
Lettuce, thank you. Not pickles.
Lettuce and
But
cheese.
whatever it is, so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw them recently too. And I was like, holy shit. And so I got it, assuming that I assumed the worst. I assumed that they had changed the recipe or they had changed it in some way that like is like organic or some stupid thing
No.
that they tried to like fix it. And they didn't. That
I
shit
need
is
to
so
focus on
good.
it. There's
I think
grill
that's supposed
marks
to
on it.
be the patty, right?
Yeah, there's the patty.
You're a patty.
Grill marks on it. My fingers look so big. But yeah. So I bought like a bag of them at the grocery store when I got groceries the other day. So, because that's what we used to always walk down to the town small town my grandparents lived in. The gas station a few blocks away had them, and we would always, whenever we were there for holidays, cousins, it'd be like 8 of us, and we'd walk to the store and get gummy cheeseburgers and the gummy pizzas.
Yeah,
Those.
but the pizza was never as good as the gummy cheeseburger.
Mm-mm.
My mom would always take us to after school to get snacks. So she'd like take us to Texaco and like you could have a snack, one thing. And like
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, kids are gonna get as big a thing of it as they can. Like if you get one thing, I'm gonna get a huge
Oh
bag of
yeah,
chips, or I'm gonna get a huge thing of like those. Remember those gummy circles that were like what flavor were they? Like sour
the
apple? Like
Peachos.
they
Oh,
had the peach, but the sour apple ones were way better. So whatever. Normally you would get as big a thing you could, and I would walk out of there with one little cheeseburger.
yeah,
It's a tiny gummy cheeseburger. And my mom's like, that's all you want? That's disgusting. And I'm like, it's all I
they're the
need.
best.
It's the best.
They tried to do them like SpongeBob branded ones for a while. That they had them as Krabby Patties, and the colors were
Oh,
slightly
yeah,
different.
yeah,
I
yeah.
never had those. I don't know if those
Yeah.
tasted the same or not.
I
But
just feel like it's a knockoff brand, so I ain't going to try that.
yeah, right,
It's a knockoff
right.
of a knockoff. So
Yeah,
that
I
was
don't know what the
good.
brand's
Although it
name
sounds
is.
like it sucked to go to Titanic, and I'm sorry that little children bothered you because children do that. Children are
Yeah,
bothersome.
I
And
don't
parents
mind
who don't
children
control their
being at
children.
things. But yeah,
Well,
it was
okay,
he was talking so loud.
I have a twofold opinion on this. Like, I'm always super hyper aware of how my kid acts
Mhm.
around other people because I don't want my kid to be that kid. Like, that matters to me.
Right.
But at
Right.
the same time, if my son is in a bad place, like in his mind, he's feeling
Mhm.
bad, he's sad, he's hurting, he's in pain, he's upset. Like, if he's crying, and you got a problem with him crying, then we have a problem. You know what I mean? So I'm like two
Yeah,
ways here. I'm like, he's gonna be good as long as
I
he's
get
good.
it.
But if he's not good, he's also a kid. So back the fuck off. And I'm doing the
Yeah,
best I can as a mom, so back the fuck off. You know, and people
I
who
did
like get
not
mad
give
at babies who cry on airplanes, like, dude,
right.
what? It's
I
it's a
did not
child, it's a
give
baby.
I did not give any dirty looks or anything
You were just
like
annoyed the
that.
whole time. Or they're
Yeah.
talking
Well, and I also yes. Yes.
and he kicked
So
your leg.
well, so they have the recliners at the theater, and so
I love
they got there
those.
15 minutes late, and so the movie was going, and they walked by, and I don't know if it's because it was kind of dark or what. This kid, he wasn't touching anything else as he walked down the aisle, but mine, like he touched both of my feet that are there, and there's plenty of room to walk. He touched
Foot,
both of
foot.
them as he walked by, and then was being
Oh,
so chatty during it, and
he's
then
a
one of
kid.
them was coughing and then sniffing
Oh
really loudly,
no.
so like sick and shouldn't have been there. And also they were like 5 and 7. I don't know why they're at Titanic the musical.
I mean,
Um,
yeah,
like
like also
it's
know your kids' limits too. Like know where you should be
mhm,
taking them to. But
right.
I mean, when we went to see Little Mermaid,
See,
holy shit.
see
The
a kids
amount
movie, I
of
expect that.
talking and people, okay, this is one of those theaters that's like got assigned seats, so you reserve your seat
Hmm.
ahead of time so you know where you're going to sit.
Yep.
I don't know why, but people do this online. They reserve their seat and then they just come in the theater and sit where they want. Like,
Yeah, I hate that
why?
too.
So
I'm
then
like,
you've
just
got the
sit in
whole
your
like the
seat. It's
movie's
not that
been
hard.
started already for 10 minutes and somebody comes in late and they want their seat, but somebody's already sitting in their seat because they're assholes and they just decided to sit wherever they wanted.
Yep.
Then you got that person standing, waiting for their seat to get vacated. And then the people, the squatters in the seat, have 5 kids with them. So it takes like
Yep.
forever to get them
Oh
up
yeah.
and out of the way. So meanwhile, these people are standing in front of other people. Like if that
Yeah.
was me and that you're in
So
my
annoying.
seat and other people are watching the movie, here's what I do. First of all, is there another seat? Yes, I'm going to take it. I don't care. 2, if there's not another seat, I will ask you to move, but I will squat down or I will walk to
Yeah.
the aisle where I'm not in anybody's way. Like I'm just aware of other
Yep.
human beings in my brain. And that
Yeah.
behavior is one of my biggest pet peeves
That's
ever.
fair.
Like,
That's fair.
who do you think you are? Do you see everybody
Mm-hmm.
around you?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Anyway, so yeah,
It's the
but if you have
worst.
kids, you have to know you have kids. You have to make
Right.
certain adjustments based on the fact that you have kids. And if you're going to see an adult movie that's something that they're not going to like or care about, expect them to be bored and act up.
Yeah.
Like that's just going to happen. And so,
Right.
yeah, I get you. I get you. I'd be annoyed too.
Yeah, and it's like I get sometimes you
Even
can't
as a
get a
parent, I'd be
babysitter,
annoyed.
and if you want to see something, you go to it. But then I think,
Fine.
but like this guy was not saying anything to the
He
kids.
didn't
Like
be
the
like, hi.
kids were just talking and making noise, and he was just not doing anything.
He
But
was
like
like,
there
I'm
was
here for 2 hours to tune out my child. You deal with him for 2 hours.
right
This is
on the
on you
other
now.
side of me, there were some kids. They were older kids. I'd say they were like 10, like 2 girls that they were with, like their mom or whatever. And they were more like they kind of dressed up for it like you would when you went to a play. Like they were both, you could tell it was
Oh,
like exciting for them. They were wearing like
it's cute.
heels and stuff, and they
Oh,
were quiet and attentive during the whole thing. I'm like, you're still probably kind of young for the subject matter, but there's no tits like in the James Cameron movie. um but
no
also
naked Rose? Oh,
just
what a disappointment.
I know, right?
It's the
I'm
best part of
not
the
gonna give
movie, so I
my
don't understand.
full
Like,
review of the musical, and here I'll do it on the mini episode. But first
good.
act, second act, somewhat better, but overall wasn't digging it.
Based on the trailer alone, I was like, if
Yeah,
like the trailer's always like supposed to be the best parts, you know? They're like, let's bring
yeah.
out the highlights and show the best of this. And I
It's
watched
not.
it and I was like, this first of all, it sounds terrible. And the music is what? And and I just
There's
didn't
not.
like
The
it just
score's
not it
not
was like so
memorable.
off.
None of the songs are memorable. It's just like
Yeah.
is an old. You can
It
tell it
didn't
was
make
an
me want to see
older.
it at
Like it's
all.
from 1980. Like at least that's when the only cast album is the one from
I
1980. So it's an older musical. But yeah, it's not one that like I'm excited about Waitress in December because they're
Oh, me
doing the same
too.
thing like filled one for that. So I've got tickets for that already. So that one I'm
I'm excited.
excited for. That's a
That's
little more
cool.
my speed. This one, I would not say like there's still showings on the day this will come out on November 8th, but I don't think rush to go see it.
It ain't happening.
Mm-mm. Nope.
All right. Well, that
Your
was
turn.
fun. My turn.
Fun,
Okay.
fun.
Okay. Tell me when to go.
Do you want me to just do a countdown?
Yeah, give me a countdown because your screen is blurry to me, so I can't see when you're actually pushing the button.
Fair. 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know if you ever heard of NaNoWriMo, but that is the month of November where writers all try to write to get a certain like goal. It's a personal thing. It's a personal goal, but you can also win. The overall goal is 50,000 words in a month. And I decided on a whim that I'm going to sign up for this, but I decided yesterday, which was the 5th of the month. So I've already lost 5 days of writing. And I'm supposed to get 50,000 words in the next week. And I'm just like a glutton for punishment because I already have a lot of shit going on in my life. So why would I add that to it? Anyway, second thing, I'm rewatching Game of Thrones for the second time. This is second watch, first rewatch. First time around, I didn't really see the like big deal. And now I'm rewatching it and I'm like, oh shit, I missed a lot. Like this is actually really good. So worth it. Also, third, do you know who Lil Dicky is? Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
He's a rapper. He used to be a copywriter before he was a rapper. He has this music video. It's not new, it's old. It's called Pillow Talking. And if you haven't seen it, it's 11 minutes of fucking hilarious shit that you need to see. And I think we should just
Mm-hmm.
drop the link in the
Yeah.
comment, I mean in the caption down below because if people just need to see this video. It's not new. It's old.
Yeah.
My time is up. It's been passed up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I,
Lil Dicky is a genius. His
yeah.
lyrics are phenomenal because he's a writer.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
love
think.
him. He used to work for an ad agency. He used to do what I
Mm-hmm.
do. He was a copywriter. And then he turned into a white rapper. And
Did you
his
watch
songs are
Dave?
awesome. Of course.
Okay. I would say I know I've talked about Dave on here, but I didn't remember if it was mini episodes or on here. But yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's good.
enjoy.
Oh, I forgot that you I forgot you knew about Dave. So
Mm-hmm.
you know about Lil Dicky. But yeah, if you haven't watched, have you
Yeah.
seen Pillow Talking?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 11 minutes of genius hilarity. That
Yep.
will, in a weird way, also make you think, even though it's like a really high dude talking about really high dude stuff with a girl that he just slept with and in a rap. Also, his brain is there. So that's that.
Yeah.
But it is so good. It will make you laugh and it'll also make you be like, and the brain gotta poop. Sorry.
Yep. And Taylor
Yeah.
Mishak, who plays Allie in Dave, is in the Pillow Talking music video. She's the girl in that.
Oh, that's
Fun
right.
fact.
I forgot
Mm-hmm.
that she was. Yeah. Well, okay, clearly, so he likes her. Yeah. But definitely check out Lil Dicky in general, but especially Pillow Talking. If you haven't watched it, it will
Yep.
take 11 minutes of your life that you will be happy that you gave.
Yep. I had a DM conversation with Taylor Mishak about reality TV and Love Island and The Bachelor.
That's
Fun fact.
right. Oh, I forgot it was her. I didn't realize it was her. I think you told me about
Yep.
that little interaction, but I didn't realize. I didn't put two and two together that it was her.
Yep.
Okay, you got yourself a little celebrity fan.
No, she had a reality TV podcast for a while
She was
until
just
she
trying to get
got
that
more
engagement
busy
number up.
doing more things. Yeah.
It's like,
Yep.
let me engage with people.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I don't remember if they're engaged or if it's just boyfriend. He directs a lot of the episodes of Dave.
Oh, really?
Ty Yacinda. Mm-hmm.
Why do I know that
believe that's
name?
his name. Tony Yacenda, not Ty Yacenda. Tony.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know.
he's
I don't
directed
know.
a few
I
other shows.
probably don't know
He's
that name.
directed
It
some of
just
the best
sounds.
episodes, Dave. But yeah, so yeah, it's a good thing you don't have to edit since now you're gonna write 50,000 words this month.
Why did I do this to myself? Like, I. The thing is, okay, look, there's no real like penalty if you don't make it. So it isn't
Yeah.
like I'm like, but it is kind of a shameful thing when you're like, I'm gonna sign up for NaNoWriMo because I can do it. And then you're like, I wrote 300 words all month.
So
I'm
maybe
already
it's
at
my
about
stupidity.
1,500, so I gotta
Oh,
start, but
nice.
like that ain't even close to good yet. I have
What's
to make up for the last.
NaNoWriMo stand for or mean?
Uh,
Maybe I'm
it
just being
is
ignorant, but
National November Writers Month. National November Nano
okay.
Writing Month. National November Writing Month,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
all you
Sounds
get
good.
if you win is like a T-shirt. It's not like you
Hey,
really accomplish anything, except that it's a personal thing.
that's
And
right.
since I am a
You
writer
can't
but
go
have
wrong with a
not
free
written
t-shirt.
anything for my personal life in a long time, I write for my job every day, but
Yeah,
I haven't written anything personally in a long time. So I feel a little bit like,
I get that.
I'm missing out on that. And so I'm trying
Yeah,
to, I guess it's a way of like kicking myself in the ass and making myself do the thing that I know that I'm good at and I should be doing more of.
dig it. Yeah.
Or it'll just be a really shameful experience where I completely fail and I tell no one about
I
it
mean,
except you.
you and our 30 listeners.
And there are millions of hey, you need to stop saying that number. We have millions of followers.
Sorry, our millions of listeners that just don't download.
Oh my
Since the
fans.
podcast things don't track listens, only downloads. But you said you've already written like 1,500 words, right?
Yes.
And how many words did you write last month?
None.
See, that's already an improvement. So
Oh,
even if
that's
you
a
don't hit
cute. Aw,
50,000, it's
Matt.
already success. Boom.
Stop. You're so cute, so
Boom.
sweet. Thanks. That made me feel
Yeah,
better.
you know me. That's what
He
they call
rarely
me.
does that.
The
Thank you
cute
so much.
sweetie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Are
Okay.
you ready to play this 10 questions game? Because I'm excited.
Yeah.
We'll
Just
see how
remember
this
how cute
goes.
and sweet I am when you ask your decide on which questions to ask.
I feel like that's about to disappear, that
Innocent.
opinion of you. Would you like to
Yeah.
go first? I will allow you to
No,
go first. Or
ladies
do you want to go
first. I
first?
went first on vocal warm-ups, so you go first on this.
I made you do that, but thank you.
Well,
Okay.
now I'm making you go first, so suck
Are
it.
you nervous? Are you nervous about what I'm going to ask you?
Nah.
Shouldn't be. Some of these are ridiculous, and some of them are just like probably one word answers.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna give you a softball to start off with. Okay, it's an easy peasy one. Would you
Okay.
question number one for Raley, for Matt, from Raley to Matt?
From Raley.
Would you
Got it.
rather?
Yeah.
Would you rather have super intelligence or super good looks if you could only have one?
I'd rather have intelligence. Well, see, this
Really?
is tough because if I had the intelligence, then I think I'd be even more annoyed by the stupid people than I am now as a stupid person.
It is a burden to bear.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss.
But I don't want to be that person in life that's just a beautiful dummy. There's
But if you're a
already too
dummy, you
many
don't
of
know that
those.
you're a dummy. You're just
It's true.
oblivious
I'm
to
like
it.
Zoolander.
I mean, yeah.
I think
He
I'm
thinks
still
he's
going with
amazing.
intelligence.
I respect that. I love that answer. Go you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
It would be interesting if we actually had that actual real test. How many people would stick to that answer? I think most people would say, "Oh, I would like to be intelligent," but then in the moment they'd be like, "You know what? I don't want to be ugly." So,
Well, this is
my
you
vanity
didn't say
is in
like
check right now.
you didn't say if you're really intelligent you're a 1 out of 10 or whatever. Like you
True, I
didn't
didn't.
say that I look
But you will
like
only get one of them. So if you're intelligent, you
Quasimodo.
are not good looking. That's the assumption.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you've chosen. I
So
like your
that.
answer. Stand by it.
Because if I'm
respect it.
super intelligent, I'll have a job where I'm just tucked away in a lab or in an office in a dark corner,
Likely a
and
millionaire in a world full of
doesn't matter.
beautiful, stupid
Right.
people. Yes,
Just
I love
be
it.
Elon Musk.
Please, God, don't. One is more than enough. I'm not even
No,
convinced
no,
that
I
guy's
wouldn't
super
do that.
smart. I just think he's a loudmouth millionaire. But anyway, that's a
Yeah.
different conversation for a different day.
Different conversation. That's not one of my questions. What
And
are
I
your
am
thoughts
no
on Elon
longer on
Musk?
X, so
Not
I
one
don't
of mine.
support that shit.
Oh, it's fair.
I deleted my
Um,
account out of protest because I know Elon
nice.
Musk was really worried about losing me as a customer.
Yeah.
So when I deleted my account, I know he cried
Hmm.
internally about it on his rocket ship while he
Hmm.
was, swimming in his billions of dollars.
Yeah.
I know he cried. So
Yeah.
suck it, Elon.
Okay.
Hit me. I'm ready.
Your first
Question number
question
one.
is going to be if you had to choose. This was one I had before, so another one of choose. Would you
Okay.
rather have unlimited stamina for anything, running, any kind of activities, like you never get tired, run out of breath, or be able to fly? Which one would
Oh
you
shit.
choose?
I gotta go with flying. I
Mm,
gotta because I already don't have any energy, and I know how that feels, and that just sucks. But like, if I could fly, it
okay,
would make everything better. If I didn't have to sit in traffic, if I didn't have to be on the ground around people that I hate, if I could just
fair.
be like, you know what, peace out, and fly over everybody, I feel like a lot of my problems would be just like diminished. So yeah, I
Now,
mean, stamina's great, but like, I'd rather fly and then pass out because I'm tired.
now, if you had the ability to fly, would you poop on
uh,
people like the birds do?
is this a follow up question? Does this count as question
No,
number two?
this
Because
no,
I'm
no. This
counting
is
now.
just within.
If
This
we're
is
gonna talk
just
about me
within.
pooping, then that's gonna have to penalize you a question. If we're going
No,
here, we're going here,
no,
okay?
no, no. Then don't
So,
answer.
Rayleigh, what do you think about pooping on people?
No, that's a whole
Question number
different thing.
two. Matt
You can't
coming in
even do that
swinging.
on OnlyFans. Mhm.
I'm like, well, how much do you want to know about what I feel about pooping on people? How much time you got?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe now. Now I'm curious. It's like that in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, um,
Well,
where he's like
now
just
I
having
do,
sex, and
kind of.
yeah, she's like, she keeps just saying
Well,
hi. Then
hi.
he's like, she's like, do you want to gag me? And he's like,
Do you want?
well,
Can you stop saying
kind
hi?
of now.
Gag me?
I'm like,
Oh, kind
yeah,
of now. I love that movie so much.
yeah.
It is one of the
It's one of my
greatest
favorites.
movies ever.
Yep.
Okay,
That and
are you
Role
ready for question
Models,
number
two of
two?
my favorite comedies. Yes.
That and what?
Role Models. Those are two of my
Really?
favorite comedies.
Is that the one with
Paul
what's his
Rudd and
name?
Sean William Scott,
Oh no, I was
and
thinking
then
of the
Christopher
one.
Mintz-Plasse.
I was thinking of the one with what is his name from SNL? David? No, what is this? The little guy that was in Chris Farley movies. What is David Spade? I was
Oh,
thinking of
David
David
Spade.
Spade was in that movie, but that's Benchwarmers. That's the one I'm thinking of, not Role Models.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not.
Similar time,
Not.
different movie.
Mm-mm.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, are you ready for question number two?
Yep. 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 Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
numero dos. Matthew, if you could steal any one thing without any consequence at all, no jail, nobody like shaming you, everybody would know, but it's fine. If you could steal it and get away with it, one thing, what would it be? And why?
Can it be like $1 million, or is it like it has to be $1?
I mean, no, yeah.
Because it's
Okay,
a
fine.
bill.
Yeah, let's call it a set. That's fine. If that's a thing. You want $1 million, you get that. $1 billion, you get that.
Okay. I think I would go with $1 billion. Steal that. I think there are a lot of problems that go with it, but there are a lot of things and stressors that could be removed. I know you're just kind of replacing them with other ones, but I can move where I don't have neighbors that I can hear yelling to themselves because the houses are so close together. That's my crazy neighbor lady that yells to herself all the time.
That is the beginning
And
of
then
a very scary movie, just so you know.
right, that's why I
The
need to go
crazy neighbor
check
who talks to
before we're
herself and
recording if it
screams
wasn't
to
getting
herself at
murdered.
all hours of the night. Yeah,
We
and you
heard
had a
her.
serial killer in your house earlier tonight. I mean,
Yep, she was
you're living in
yelling.
a Netflix. No, you're living in a Lifetime movie. That's what
Yeah,
it is. It's not
Lifetime.
Netflix level. It's Lifetime.
Yep.
Let's break it down. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
she was
Continue.
yelling to the voices sometime about no, they were looking for our house. Like there was no one there. She's like saying our address. That was shortly after we moved in. Creepy. I don't like it.
Like I said,
Scares me.
the beginning of a freakish horror
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
Lifetime drama where somebody murders somebody.
But it'd probably just be the boring answer of the money. My gut instinct almost said Ryan Reynolds because I feel like that'd be fun. But you said thing, not
Oh wait, no,
person.
it could be a person
So
if you wanted that. You
um,
can have that. You can have him. I will
I can
allow it.
have him.
You may have him.
Oh
You may
yeah.
have Ryan. Matthew, I will grant you. You may have Ryan Reynolds. You're welcome. You may have him for life.
Then I might
He
actually
is
go with
yours.
Ryan Reynolds instead of the $1 billion
He would
because
be
he's
pretty
got
cool to have around, though.
connections. He seems fun. Like it
I
could
would just
just
want to
be a
hang out
giant
with
persona,
him.
and he could be a giant asshole, but I don't think so. I feel like if he was a giant asshole, things would have come out by now about it.
Uh huh.
He seems like a
Yeah.
good
No, he's one of
time.
the good ones.
He's
He's
got a
actually.
good-looking wife.
Oh God,
Friends with
she's
Anna Kendrick
stupidly
too.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and
He
he's
does have
stupidly
kids,
beautiful.
which is a bummer. But I'm
But
rescuing
you
him.
only
I'm
get the one
saving
thing
him
though.
from
No,
his
you only get
kids.
one thing.
Yeah,
So that doesn't mean
yeah.
whatever
So I'm
comes with
saving
it. That
him.
just means the one thing.
It's
You
him, Ryan
uproot
Reynolds.
him, drop him in your life, and he's
Yep.
yours now.
Yep.
Or you drop yourself in his life if you want.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're getting too technical.
Yep.
Okay. $1 billion or Ryan Reynolds? Choose.
Ryan Reynolds.
Whew. Done.
Yep.
Matthew
Done.
would like to steal Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
Please, if you're watching this,
No homo.
send this to Ryan Reynolds. Send it. Send it to him. Just tag him in it. Let him know
Yep.
that he's a target for Matthew's obsession.
Well, no.
And
No,
possible
not a
that he's
target.
possibly planning on stealing you. Beware.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, I would be so jealous of you if you owned Ryan Reynolds. I would be so jealous.
Well, let's not say owned. That
No, you stole
raises
him. He's
other
yours
problems. No, no slavery.
now. I
I don't
didn't say
want to
anything
own
about slavery. I
people.
just said you own him. He's yours. He belongs to you.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I didn't
I
say anything
think
about slavery.
It's owning people. That's pretty much the same.
You stole him. He's yours.
Okay. Okay.
But that's it. Period. Nothing else. Continue.
I kinda
Please
wanna
ask me another
make-
question.
My question number 2, the pooping one, because it's fitting because it's number 2. But I'm not going to. If you had the option to spend a week in a guy's body as a dude completely, like in any like body swap, would you do it? Just a week.
Just to do it, just to find out what it's like. Like there's nothing
Yeah.
behind it, just to like see it for a minute. I would totally do it. Just to like
I was gonna say you
experience
could,
what
but
it's like.
ulterior motives.
I mean, I don't know what my ulterior motives would be,
I don't either.
but I'm sure I will leave that up to anyone else's imagination, and I will not voice any of that. But I would do it only for the pure curiosity of it, just because I know exactly what it feels like to live as a woman. But I somehow feel like life is very different for y'all. Very different.
Depends.
In a lot of ways. So yeah, if I could just be like, you know what, do this for a week. Just it's almost like a you go on a Costa Rican vacation for a week. Like you're like, if you give it to me, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go. Why not? It's free.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I would live as a dude for a week if I could. I guess it would depend on the dude,
Fair.
but yeah. But the general answer is yes. Definitely.
Okay. Well, Nat, we were talking about Lil Dicky earlier. Do you know the song Freaky Friday?
Yes.
Where he wakes up in Chris Brown's body, and then at the end, he's Kendall Jenner. He wakes up as Kendall Jenner.
I totally forgot about that one. I haven't. Actually, I think I
DJ
haven't listened to the
Khaled.
full thing. or seen the whole
Oh,
thing. I haven't.
should. It's
I like a
entertaining.
little bit of it, but
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm gonna have to check that one out because he's
Yep.
hilarious and a
Yep.
genius. But I would not want to be Kendall Jenner. That is a fact.
No.
No. F0. No, no. I'm not getting into the Kardashians, thank you, or the Jenners. Are you ready for question number 3?
Yep. Hit
Okay.
me.
All right. Matt, for question number 3, I'm going to need you to tell me a joke. Your favorite joke. Any
Oh,
joke.
jeez.
If you have a go-to joke, tell me a joke.
I
If you don't have a
don't
go-to
really,
joke,
but I have
any
one
joke
that
you know.
popped into my head, and so
That's the
that's
one
the
I
one
want to
I'm gonna
hear.
go
That
with.
one.
Um,
And
what
if you don't
did
make me laugh, you
Cinderella?
lose.
What did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
To the what?
To the ball.
To the ball. What did Cinderella say when she gets to the ball? I don't know. What did Cinderella say when she gets to the ball? Oh my god. Jesus. God. I was so not expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that from you, but it definitely took me by surprise.
That's the one that popped into my head. I
Well
couldn't think of
played.
any other, so that's what you
Well
got.
played. Oh man. You got me. Good job. Okay.
Thank you. Your third one. Pull up your phone, and what is the last song you played? Or
Last
what
song
song is your
I
Apple
played.
Music on right now?
My Apple Music is on.
You looked nervous when I said pull up your phone.
Yeah, I was like, what do you want me to do with my phone? Oh shit. Okay, this sucks. The last song that I played was Un Poco Loco from the movie Coco, the Disney movie Coco.
Nice. I
I
thought
have an
there's probably
almost
like an
5-year-old,
80%
so
chance it was a kid's song.
he's always in
Yeah.
the car with me, and that's what we listen to. Kid
Okay.
songs. So yeah, Coco. But to be fair, it is a great song and an amazing movie.
Never
So I
seen
don't mind
Coco.
it so much. What?
Yep.
Dude, what? Okay, then I think we have to do an episode on Coco because it's actually
We
like
could do that.
really good music and a good story.
I'm sure. My
It's different from every
problem
other
with the
Disney movie
Disney
in my mind.
Pixar movies, most of the Disney movies are, I feel like they make them more sad than they need to be. Why don't we just have fun movies? Give me fun movies.
Okay, sure. It's fun for most of it. There's like a little bit
Okay.
of like heartfelt stuff, but it's not sad. It's more like, oh, hmm.
Okay.
And then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. That's it. But there's a
Okay.
moment or two in there where I'm like, stop it, guys. Hey, guys, stop it. That's beautiful. I can't. And then it's fine.
Oh, okay.
You should watch it though,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah,
And
we'll do
then
a Coco
we'll do an
episode.
episode.
I'm not going to watch it until we do the episode, but we'll do a Coco
I'm shocked
episode.
that you haven't watched that one. Anyway, okay.
I don't have kids.
Is it my turn? No, it's your turn to ask me.
No,
Right?
it's your turn. I just asked
No,
you
you
that
just
one.
asked me.
The
Yeah,
song.
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
4.
Question number 4. Have you ever had a ghost encounter, Matt? Like an actual encounter with something of the supernatural plane, ghost, spirit, entity. That.
Not that I know
Go.
of or can remember. No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's boring.
I know you have because you've had them on here, like in your
Yeah.
apartment. So I'm not going to
So
waste
many,
a question
though.
on asking you the same thing.
Do you know what I feel like,
Okay.
though? I feel like I'm missing out on
What?
having my own like reality show because I do think that should happen to me more than the normal human being. So if cameras followed me for long enough, we would have actual like video evidence of supernatural activity.
Here's what you got to do. You just got to put up a bunch of cameras in your place and then
True.
just live stream constantly. And
Yeah.
some pervert will find some ghost evidence. So
Here's to all the perverts.
all the
Look,
perverts.
I know they're
Looking
there
out
watching
for
for the
you.
ghosts and nothing else. There's
Mhm.
nothing else that they would care
Mhm.
about seeing except for
Nope.
the ghosts.
Just the ghosts. They're not perverts. They're just ghost hunters. That's
Right.
all.
So,
Okay. Your fourth question is, if you could only eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life, where would it be? And I'll say you could still like eat at home and do your own thing there, but anytime you went out to a restaurant, it was only this one restaurant. What would you pick?
I'm going to shame myself, but I don't care. If I had to pick one place, the only place I can ever eat out of my house again, ever,
Yep. Before you say it, can I make a guess?
please
Are you going to
go
say
ahead.
McDonald's?
Of course I'm going to say McDonald's.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? You think I'm going to live the rest of my life without McDonald's French fries? Fuck that. Hell no. And if you think that when I get food either ordered to my house or I go out and get it, if you don't think that in the top 3 choices of my brain is always existence, it's always there. McDonald's is one of them. Now, it depends on how recently I got McDonald's, whether I will get it or
Fair.
not, or who I'm eating with. Because sometimes the people you're eating with are like, hell no, I ain't eating that crap. And I'm like, fine, whatever. You suck. And we'll go where they want to go. But no, if it's just me, only me, and I'm the only one that gets to decide, and that's it. I eat at home or I eat X place, 100% McDonald's. And I would die by the age of tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be a short existence.
But it would be a delicious existence. Salty.
Fair enough.
Processed. America.
America. Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Your turn for the fifth
Question
one.
number 5. This one's a doozy, so it might take you a minute to figure this one out, okay?
Okay.
If, in a weird existence, if you could only use one word for the rest of your life, what one word would you like to use? Now think about it, because you'd have to have it work in so many different scenarios. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Or you can just decide on a word that you like, and if it doesn't work, like everybody else, I'll figure it out. And you just like this word.
Dude, I'm borderline thinking just fuck.
I knew you were gonna say it. I should have had my McDonald's moment and be like, "Can I take a guess?" I should have just written it down. Like, he will say fuck. There's no
like I can use it like if I have like I'm
it is
at
a
a restaurant that's
multifaceted
really
word.
good, I could be like fuck. Like
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then if you get angry, you can be like, fuck.
If I want to fuck, just be like, fuck.
Huh? Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. We've definitely been banned by YouTube by now. We've said,
well, it's not you don't get banned
30
just
times.
with like the algorithm. We're not gonna get
it doesn't
kicked
like
up
us
for as many views. This could be a lower viewed one. Yeah.
I already knew that was your answer, but I was waiting because I knew that your brain would go there. But I wondered if you were going to be like, no, let me choose something else, or if you're going to go with your gut. And you went with your gut, and I love it, and I respect it. Because it is one of the few words in the English language that can be used in so many different ways. And I love that about it.
It really is.
I love it.
Yep.
Good choice. I probably would have to do the same. I guess you could use different variations of it. You could say fucker or fuck or
fucking.
I don't know. That's not in the rules, but that's 2 words, so that doesn't count. But
what if I just said it like fuck off? Like a chicken.
Like a chicken?
Fuck off.
Oh God. We said it then. Yes. Fuck off. All right. I love your choice. I knew it was happening. Okay. I expected it. You did not disappoint. Go ahead.
Thank you. If you could play any character in a Broadway show, who would it be, and in what production would that be?
Oh, fuck, that's hard. I'm like between 2 right now, but I would have to say my first gut reaction was Christine Daae in Phantom, and I had to choose between Phantom and Love Never Dies, between those 2. But I think Phantom is her stronger performance, so I'd have to choose.
I agree.
Phantom of the Opera, Christine Daae. that is my character. The other one that I was thinking was God, what is her name? Uh, Mimi in Rent, but
Oh, yep,
because she just does like such an awesome job at,
yeah,
but that's maybe partially because of the actresses that played her part, and maybe not so much the part
yeah.
itself. But regardless, Christine Daae, I think, that's my choice. That was my first gut reaction, and I'm gonna go with her
Solid
because
choice.
she's like, even though I have a personal problem with some of the way that her character is reacts to things and is
Mm-hmm.
portrayed, she's like kind of a piece of property that's like tossed around between dudes. But
Mm-hmm.
that's not to say that I wouldn't change it up if I were Christine. You didn't say I couldn't be a
That's right.
unique
I didn't
Christine.
say you could do your own thing. Yep.
That's my answer. Final answer.
Okay.
Christine Day, Phantom of the Opera.
Okay. Good
This whole
choice.
like podcast started with talking about Phantom of the Opera, so it's not really
It
that
did.
surprising that that is my go-to show
Yeah.
forever and for always. Okay,
Yep.
are you the fuck? Okay, well that's a repeat question. Well, good. I get to use one of my backups. Apparently, I copied the same question twice on here. Skip
Shame,
that
shame,
one.
shame.
Okay, so this is like a double question. I'm getting two in, but I get to do that because I made up the game. Uh,
Oh, that's how it works.
they're similar though. They're tied in. So,
Okay.
first question is: I know you have a dog. You have one dog, right? That's not the question,
Correct.
but I'm confirming. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If all animals could talk, sentient human beings with souls that could talk to you and have conversations,
Mm-hmm.
would you still keep your dog or any dog or cat as a pet? And the follow up question is: if all animals could talk, is there any other animal you would like to take as a pet and have them have conversations with you?
Dude, I feel like if all animals could talk, I'd like off myself. That's just too much. And I feel like they would be having a lot
Was
of
it
stupid conversations. So,
would be
no,
entertaining.
I don't think I would be able to keep my dog if all animals could talk. Because one, I feel like then that just feels like owning and like slavery. That's weird. And also, I feel like it would bum me out because anytime like I had to leave or whatever, like it feel good when I got back. The dog's excited you're there, but when you leave, sometimes they look at you, and if they could say something like, "Why do you hate me? Why are you abandoning me?" I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. So,
You just
and
never leave his side,
there's
and he
no
would just talk your
other
ear off.
animal. Yeah, there's no other animal I think I would want as a pet, especially if they
Oh
could talk.
man, if they could
So
talk,
yeah.
huh? Yeah, that would be a weird world, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey Matt, I gotta take a shit. Can you take me outside right now?
Yeah.
I can't go by myself. I need you to take me.
Yeah. Yep.
It'd be like the child
Yeah,
that
I don't
never
think I
grows
could do
up,
it.
basically. The
Right.
toddler that never grows up. That's kind of what it would feel like, I think. Because they're so dependent on you, but then you
Yeah.
also have them like, the good thing about having
Oh
a
yeah.
pet is they don't talk your ears off.
Right.
That they're
Right.
very supportive and loving and they don't annoy you. At least
That's
not
right.
with talking.
That's
All
right. They're
right. I like
comforting.
your answer.
Thank you. Um
I would like to have a conversation with
if
a monkey just once, just to like hear how monkeys think. Like that
yeah.
would be that would be an experience I would like to have. Yes. But I would not keep it as a
Okay.
pet. Continue.
Fair. If you could, this is kind of similar to an earlier one, but it's different. If you could switch places or lives with one celebrity, it could be actor, actress, musician, who would it be? You have to switch. You don't have the option to just live your life as you are now.
Have to switch with
Mm-hmm.
somebody. Anna Kendrick.
Good choice.
She's just so cool and I just want to be her. So it would be an
Fair.
easy switch for me. I feel like we're kind of already similar personalities, so it wouldn't be like a drastic shift to think like she does, to like live her life, but I would really enjoy how fun loving she is. And she'd just be like, I just go on talk shows and just be like funny and cool and chill and like
Yeah,
also be an amazing actor and an amazing singer and just like a badass person.
there you go.
Anna Kendrick.
Anna
So
Kendrick.
Matt, you're going for Ryan Reynolds. Coming for you. Anna Kendrick, look out. Here I come.
Yeah, that's right. There we go.
So when we have aliens
Your
invade
turn.
here with the technology to be able to mind swap, look out.
Yeah,
All
that's right.
right. Are you ready for your next question?
Yep, there's 7.
This should be an interesting one. Matt, please tell me and all of our followers the most embarrassing moment of your life.
I had that as my backup one, depending if you were going to go on this option. Um,
Ooh, I don't even know what I would say. Actually, I don't have an answer to. So I'll have one
um,
ready.
honestly, to get more serious, but when I was in my first job after college, I got fired from, and how they called me a room, and I thought it was just a follow-up on something with my manager, but when I was in there and they were talking to me, they packed up everything at my desk and then escorted me and walked me out.
Oof,
And
that's like a
that
walk of
was
shame.
just because it was like I started when the company was super small, and so I was close with people, and how everything went down was just kind of bullshit and a whole thing, and
Oof.
it wrecked me. And so I think that was probably my
Oh.
most embarrassing
So you had to
moment.
like
It
walk
felt
by
like
all
because
your
you're just so
coworkers
low.
with
Yeah,
security on your side. Like
yeah,
I wasn't planning on fucking anything up on my way out, but
right.
I
Like I
guess
would
you
have
got to
just
be here.
left, and like they walked me to my car too, like clear out there, and I'm like, what are you thinking? They're like, well, we need to get your parking bed. I'm like, you
Come
could have
on,
like
dude.
waited and met me. Like I wasn't gonna steal the parking
Come
badge,
on.
but yeah,
Ugh. Ew. Ew. That
mm-hmm,
sucks.
yeah.
That's bullshit.
Um, I had a feeling you were maybe gonna ask that one, and I was thinking, I'm like, the other ones aren't really like. There's one when I was younger, and we were at a store with my older brothers. I thought this guy in front at this like gumball machine or whatever was my one older brother, and I happened to say, Brian, your bum crack is showing. Because he had the plumber's crack going. He turned around and it was not my brother. Um, and
You
that
told a
was
perfect
embarrassing
stranger
in
that
the
his bum
moment.
crack was showing.
Hmm. Yep.
How old were you?
Oh, I was like 8. I was young.
Oh,
Hmm.
that is hilarious and kind of
Yep.
adorable, but
Yeah.
mostly hilarious.
Cute and
Well,
sweet,
I'm
like you
sorry for the
said.
firing situation because that's BS.
Mhm.
I always felt like that was stupid, especially because I've been around people who got fired in that way when they're like not bad people, but
Yeah.
like maybe something went down in the company
Right.
and it just didn't work and like something was bad, something was wrong. And they were like, we got to let you go. But do you really got to put them through that? Because like, I get it if they were like making
Right.
threats or something. Like, yeah, of course, escort them off the premises. But like, if they're just like a normal person,
Yeah. That was my thought
that's
too. And I mean,
not really necessary.
like I wasn't like it was my first job out of college. I was still immature, like I said. So like there were things I could have done better. So I feel
Yeah.
like a warning would have been more warranted. I was kind of used as an
Mm,
example for other
yeah.
things. Like they split people into 2 groups when they told them that I was fired, and told them like, well, you guys could be next, and then the other one's that. And so
Ew.
it was just a
I
whole
hate
thing.
that.
So it ended up working out for the best because I would have
Yeah,
stayed
man,
at
you don't need
that
to be around.
job and
Yeah.
been miserable.
Fuck that.
Um, but so yeah, everything worked out and worked for the best.
Better off.
But it was just at the time, it just
Yeah.
wrecked me. No one likes being unemployed. That's the worst.
Well, especially
Job
if it's your
hunting is the
first job,
worst.
you know, and you're like, damn,
Yeah.
I
Well, I
suck
mean,
at
I
this.
worked through college
Suck at
and I worked
life.
some before then, but yeah, yeah. My first one
No,
out of
yeah, and you're
college.
too
But
young to really understand that that's somebody else's BS and not yours.
mhm.
All right, I'm ready
Okay.
for my next question. Hit me.
Okay. So we all know you all get gussied up for to record the podcast, but if you are at home alone, what is your
Gussie.
go-to lounge around the house to yourself outfit when you're
Oh
being a
man.
bum?
Oh, I am so guilty of just like not looking good. I I have zero. I give zero fucks. Like, even if I have to go to like basic places, like I gotta go, I don't know, put gas in my car or go pick up my kid. Like most moms are like, oh my god, we're getting the carpool line. I have to put my makeup there. My hair has got to be done. I gotta like cat because the other moms are there. And I'm like, bitch, no, I roll up in sweats. But if I'm at home, shorts and a big ass t-shirt. There's no way you will never catch me in a bra. I will burn it before I put it on in my house. There is no way I'm putting a bra on. When I walk in the door, if I've had to wear one for any amount of time, I walk through the door taking it off. Bye. And I don't look at it again until I have to leave the house. And I will admit,
the podcast.
Or record, yes. For all of your sakes, I keep them in check. But no, when I'm at home, hell no. But I will admit that I have picked up my child braless before, and
I think the key there is you just need either a baggy or sweatshirt or shirt, so it's not very obvious.
I was in a hoodie
that you're just braless. Yeah,
but
then that's fine.
You could have, you could still tell. And the thing is that it's not a carpool line where you sit in your car and you just drive through and your kid gets in. I have to get out of my car, walk into the facility, talk to the staff, see other parents, like, hey, how you doing? So when I go in there, all like just blawed out, I get a lot of funny looks, but I don't care. And I have done it. I only a time or two where I went braless, and one of them was by mistake because I'm so used to being braless in my own house that I legitimately forgot to put a bra on before I left the house. And it's like a 35-minute drive to get to his school. Fair. So by the time I was already halfway, I was like, "Ain't nobody going back for that shit."
Yeah,
y'all get what you get.
Too late.
But no makeup. My hair is usually up in a bun, big old baggy t-shirt and shorts, and that's what I stay in. That's what I work in too, because I work from home, 100% remote. Yeah. So unless I have a meeting, which usually I do, but I'll just like put on a shirt and be like, I'm here, and then fuck that shit, put my t-shirt back on. Nice. I'm loungewear, let's say 22 hours out of the day. I think that's a fair range.
Nice. That's solid. Okay, your turn. I think this is 8.
Looking cute. Yes. Okay. Well, I lost count because one of my questions was wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's 8.
I think you're right. Okay. All right, Matt. If you could have one item, one thing. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a thing. If you could have one thing during the zombie apocalypse, one thing that you're allowed to have, what's it gonna be? And it could be a person. I guess you could be like, I want a companion. It could be like, whatever your one. I gotta have this. And if you say a blow up doll, I swear to God,
no,
we're ending this podcast.
No,
we need something to fuck.
Never fucked anything besides a woman or my hand.
No, done. Canceled. The zombie apocalypse in which you have a blow up doll is just one I will not like. I refuse to imagine.
That's fair.
Go.
That's my
or any with, like, variation of
dolls,
that,
or like fleshlights or things. It's the cleaning part to me. I'm like,
please stop.
That
just
no interest.
Just please stop. Oh my God, so gross. Can't.
You're the one who went that direction.
I just wanted to make it clear. I just want to know about your survival, and I don't want to know about what that part of you needs. I don't leave me out of it.
I ought it's morbid. Like I think I would just like this is a very, I guess, suicide heavy thing. Jesus. I said that if all the dogs are talking, like, I don't want to be alive if there's a zombie apocalypse. Just maybe one of the zombies
survive. Are you kidding me? That's the core human concept.
I can't run fast. I can't.
But you wouldn't have the drive to be like,
I'm not going to last long anyways. I don't know.
Shocking.
I think the thought.
Shocking.
I think it's one of those things. Because, like, so when I was younger and if you go to church, whatever, and they tell you, well, like, hell, you're burning for all eternity and it never ends. And the thought of that, I'm like, oh shit, like that sounds miserable. Like when I burn myself on the
That's kind of the point.
oven,
Yeah.
that's miserable. And
That's
so
kind of the
just
point.
being on fire and burning to death forever and it never ends, that sounds awful. I better try and be good. And so like getting eaten by a
Yep.
zombie sounds awful. So I don't think that's why I think I would just like
Mhm.
want to make it quick myself. I don't like because
So
I'm assuming
your one
zombie
item for
apocalypse.
survival is non-survival? You're like, I want the lack of survival, please. Thank you very much. I'll take the
Yeah,
option
I
D,
don't
which is none of the above, and I'm out.
like a phone's not gonna do me any good. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with a machete? Like, I'm not gonna last that long, anyways. Maybe like a gun, then you have to worry about finding ammo and all that shit. Like,
I
one
was
thing of
not
food isn't gonna
expecting that
do me
answer.
shit. Like, I don't. Yeah,
Oh
death.
man.
The one thing I want the zombie apocalypse is death.
Oh my god, I almost
Yes.
choked. Oh, that's amazing. I did not expect that. I gotta say that was
Oh.
that was a good one. Ooh.
Um,
I saw you like arming yourself with some sort of like hatchet or something, so you could like,
I'm not a
chop
violent person.
the
Not a
brains out of the
particularly
brainless. But I
crafty
mean,
person.
yeah, but it's the zombie apocalypse. Everybody's violent during the zombie apocalypse. I don't know. Maybe you could have
No,
tricked me and been like, my one
I'm
item
dying
is
so
an
fast.
entire underground storage room full of shit. Like you could have turned it around on me, and I would have been like, all right, that works. But no, you were like,
No,
I don't. No,
death.
thank you.
Yeah,
I will
I'm
peacefully bow
tapping out.
out. I concede to you,
Tapping out.
zombies. You win.
Mm-hmm.
You always do. I'm just gonna excuse myself from this one. I'll see myself out.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys have
I'm
fun. Roaming the
erasing
world,
myself from
eating
the
brains.
narrative.
Bye bye.
Yep.
Oh, I see what you
The
did there.
narrative being life. Um. Okay.
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 Hit me.
If you could only listen to one genre of music for the
Mm,
rest of your life,
easy.
what are you going with?
90s. All day, every day. 90s music. 90s like
For
pop.
the
Like
rest of your
nine.
life, that's
Always. No,
it?
I will never get sick of it. Ever.
Okay.
90s. Like, when I say 90s, I mean like the 90s, like hits. You know what I mean? Some of them were one hit wonders, so it doesn't have to be like
That's
the
a
boy band.
smaller catalog, though, for the rest of your life?
Oh, 100%.
Like that?
Yep. I'm happy listening
Okay.
to TLC Waterfalls and what's the other one? Closing Time, and then Backstreet Boys and NSYNC all day, every day. I can listen to Britney too. I'll take
You
Britney. I'll
said
take Christina Aguilera.
Waterfalls, and then you said, what's the other one? And you went with Closing
No,
Time?
what's the other
That's the
song that
other
I
one
was
after
thinking of?
Waterfalls?
Like one hit wonders is what I was thinking
Ah,
of. Although
yes, the
they're not
90s.
technically one hit
Waterfalls
wonders.
and Closing Time.
I mean, yeah. What's the problem with that? Those are 90s music. That's
Nothing.
90s music. And also, oh, well, all of TLC. Let's go with all of TLC because Scrubs is amazing too. So yeah, but 90s, 100%.
No
That I
Scrubs.
will fill my forever playlist with all the 90s.
Okay.
R&B. You got Boys to Men too. Forget about it. All day I could listen to them. Those
Okay.
voices. Ah, yes. I'm happy forever.
Okay. Perfect. You're up.
Done.
Second to last
All
question.
right.
Round 9.
Okay. Would you rather have 20 things that are hobbies, or like it could be a profession, I guess, things that you're like mediocre at, like pretty like okay at, and you can do any of them? Or would you rather have one thing that you're really good at, really like amazing at, but you can only do that one thing forever? So you get to choose 20 that you're like, meh, you can maybe make some money doing, or one that you're so amazing at, but that's the only thing you can do forever.
Hmm.
Would you rather be a jack of all trades, or a, what's the other one? Ace of
Master
one?
of one.
Master of one. I was thinking cards, so I was trying to
No,
say
you're
ace
sticking
of
with
one.
cards. Gotcha.
But yes,
Um,
master of one is the correct phrase.
it's hard. 20 is so many, and
20 is many,
it's too many things. Um,
but you get variety.
I'm assuming the one thing is something I enjoy. It's not like,
Okay, yeah, we'll
oh,
say
you're
you're
really
passionate
good
about
at
it.
accounting.
Let's,
That's like,
well,
well, fuck, I don't give a fuck about accounting.
true, but you're really good at it in this case, so you can make money doing
So
it.
maybe I'd be passionate about it because I was really good. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think part of
Hmm,
passion is like talent too, right? Like I'm
true.
passionate about what I do because I'm pretty fucking good at it and
I'm
I like
passionate
it.
about this, but I'm not talented at this. So they're not always, they don't always go together.
So what you're
Um,
saying is you want to do only the podcast forever and for always and nothing else. That's what you're saying. That's what I heard. Pretty sure. That's your choice.
no,
Your one passion is
I
this
probably would
podcast.
go with the one thing, like 1 versus 20. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because like mediocre, I feel like you don't get as much satisfaction out of it. Like it, especially if you're not making any progress from where you're at, like you're just kind of staying stagnant in one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that would get frustrating. Whereas if you've got one thing that you're just master at and you're top of your field or whatever, especially if it's something that you're passionate about too, then I feel like I get more satisfaction out of that, even though it's only one thing and I'm not having a variety to go to different things. I think I'm going with that.
It's funny because I think that's one of those personality questions that like if you're someone who gets really if you're someone who gets bored easily or someone who doesn't do well with like a monotonous same thing every day kind of life, then you're always going to choose the 20, right? You're always going to be like, hell no, I cannot do the same thing every single day for the rest of my life. Which is
It's
me.
late.
I
We're
feel like,
recording.
and now I'm this, and now I'm that, and now I'm this today. I'm not good at
I
it,
thought
but
you
I like
said
it.
monogamous, not monotonous.
I said
And I
monotonous.
was
Not talking
because
about sleeping with people here. Not actually. I
yeah.
believe it or not, Matt.
That could be the one
All of
thing
my
I'm really
questions
good
do
at.
not have to do with
I could
sex.
be a
They
gigolo.
do not have anything necessarily to do with sex.
I could be a
I
gigolo.
understand that is how your brain works. And look, if I could spend a week as a guy, I said I would, right? And so maybe I would understand why you think about sex every single time a
Dude,
woman
you're
opens
the
her
one
mouth.
that took it to sex doll. Like
Because I know you.
I'm not. No, I
Dude, your
have
one word
I have
is fuck.
zero
Come on.
intention of going there.
Come on.
But
Come
it's
on.
more. I use
Come
fuck
on.
more as an like an exclamation more than
Expletive?
anything else. I
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
No,
I
no, no,
use
I'm
it.
teasing you.
I
I get it.
very rarely use fuck as in the sexual
Do
sense.
you want to fuck?
Yeah, like
It's weird.
I'm not.
I don't want anything to
I
do
don't
with
know.
it.
Dirty
Leave me out of
talk's
it.
not
Leave
like
me out of it.
no,
Yeah, don't leave me out of
no.
it. I don't want to know about it.
Your turn. No, did you ask
Your
me that
turn.
one? You asked me that one.
I asked you that one. Yes.
Um.
Yeah, 20 hobbies. Yes, go.
Mm-hmm. I need to go through my list because I've been just jumping all over the fucking place. Um. Did that one. Did that one. Did that one. Did that one. How about what do you think is your best feature?
Oh, wait. It doesn't have to be physical, right? Does it have to be physical? A feature?
See, I see feature as physical and trait as could be a personality or
Okay, so you're
something like
asking me
that in my
what is
head.
my physically what
Yeah.
is my
What do you
best
think
ass?
is your best physical feature?
Shit.
You have to brag on yourself a little bit.
Yeah, that's
I'm on
weird.
the spot.
Fuck, I don't know. um, this is hard for me. I get I don't know. It depends, I guess, on what we're describing because when you like physical feature could just be like something that you can see on me from afar, like a stranger on the street can only see certain parts of me. I see all of me, so I know more about what I am. So is it like
Your interpretation.
okay? I will go with all right. I'm just gonna. Yeah, this is super weird for me. I guess I will say my stomach. Um, yeah, I'll go with my stomach because it doesn't seem to grow no matter what I eat. So it stays pretty much the way it is
I
always, no matter how much McDonald's I eat, which we all know is a lot. So I will probably eat those words in 5 years when I'm over 40 and I hate everything about my body and especially about my stomach. But right now I like my flat stomach. I like it.
yeah.
Not much
I
about me
was
is going to really like I don't know. It's so weird for me to talk about my own body and be like, this is
fair.
awesome. This is great. It's
I
so
feel
weird.
like I thought you were gonna go like eyes or something like that route. But then when you're
I have
like, do
nice. I
you
have
mean
okay
like
eyes, but they look like eyes. I don't know.
well, when you're like, would it be something like someone on the street would notice or something that they can't see that I would see? I'm like, where are you going with
I
this? You
mean,
say, I've got a really good butthole. Like, I was very confused.
my armpits are sexy as hell, but you can't see them. Only
I
the
was.
select few are allowed to look at them. Check out my under
Oh,
elbow. My
Jesus.
inside elbow is
Is that the
for
weenus?
only my man's
Where's
eyes.
the weenus?
This is why I walk around like this, so no one can see the
I knew
insides
it.
of my elbows.
I knew it.
Now I know where your brain went, and mine actually didn't go
No.
there. Although, let's be real, that shit is amazing. But no, that's not what I was thinking. It's the best, but it's not my favorite part of me because that would be really weird. I think physically, when I look in the this is my answer. When I look in the mirror, the thing that
Okay,
I like the best is that I have a flat stomach.
that's fair.
Done. No more weirdness. That
Okay.
question is like made me super uncomfortable, but not in a like how dare you way, but in like a oh god I have to like talk about my physical body and say things about it.
hmm I get it.
This is a woman's worst insecurity like come to life.
Well, that's
But you
why
know
you
what? Damn it,
have to. You gotta
I am
gas
facing it.
yourself
Facing
up.
it. That's right. We got a
You gotta
badass flat
look at
stomach and
positives.
motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Y'all can't say shit about it.
that's right. That's
And
right.
I'll just hold on to my insecurities and no one will ever know about them.
That's right. You have to ask me the
I have to
last
ask you one more, but
question.
I have to
What
find
is
one
the
for my other
last
list
one?
because.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Yes, this is a good one. Okay, so if you had the chance, if you were given the opportunity to be given immortality, I'm not talking about vampires because hell yeah, I would be a vampire any day. But just like if you were given the choice, like you can live your normal life today, like anybody else, or you can be given this gift of immortality and all the things that come along with that. Would you take it? Would you want to be immortal?
Well, here's the thing. Um, if I felt like hell was real and I could burn forever for eternity, then I'm going with immortality, so I don't have to deal with that
Never
shit because
going
that's
there.
where we go. Um,
That is like a loop in the
but
system, isn't it?
otherwise, I don't think so. I think unless it
Really?
was everyone around me I feel like that would be hard. Like I already deal with things like when I have like no one stays here. So most of my friends have moved and don't live here. And that's tough. And
Right.
just losing people like that you're still kind of in touch with, but it's not the same. Like you don't see them as often. You don't conversations aren't the same no matter how much you try most of the time. Like sometimes
True.
there's the exceptions. But even like that, and so then having people that I love and care about or just seeing things go more to shit. Like if I was born hundreds of years ago and I was alive right now, and then I saw all this stupid shit on TikTok, I would be wishing that I could
Be so
end it.
annoyed.
I think. Like I
Why did I make this
so
choice?
many like, oh, I fucked up. I fucked up.
True.
So
True.
yeah,
100%. TikTok would make anybody
I think regular
resent
life.
immortality for
Mhm.
sure. The only downside I think to that is that, or sorry, not downside. The alternative to that is that yes, you'll lose the people that you care about, and you will constantly be seeing people that you love die.
Mm-hmm.
But you will also get to start over every time and meet new
True.
people and form new relationships and start all over again.
But I
Now,
don't
if you're
like
someone who
people.
okay, I was gonna say if you're someone who is super social, that might be fun and easy for you. But if you're someone who just like is would rather not deal with humanity in general, which by the vibe of this podcast, you are definitely one of those people. This episode alone, you're like,
Depends.
I've already talked about killing myself twice, so yes, I don't want to be immortal. I want out.
There's a reason I don't tell my therapist about this podcast.
This is more
Just
therapy than
kidding.
your therapy is. Like, let's talk about the real issues, man. What's really going on? No, I respect your decision. Um,
Yep.
I like life too much, so I'd have to go with immortality. But
Fair.
but I also would dread the consequences of it. So there's no
Yeah.
easy
Get that.
answer. But I like your
Okay.
solidified. I'm a human and I'm sticking to the humanity thing. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, hit me with
I
my last
have to.
question. I'm
I
ready.
feel like.
I think.
Yeah, it's the last one. I feel like I have to. A real good one. And the ones I have left are really stupid ones.
I got a lot of stupid ones too. I had to skip through.
Okay. If you could. I'm coming up with this one on the fly. If you could live anywhere in the world and we'll say like you're end up becoming like a native speaker there, you could speak the language, whatever it is, live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
This is assuming that I have to leave the U.S.
No, you could
If I
choose
have to
the
leave
US
my home
if you
country,
wanted.
oh no, okay. Well, that would be a boring answer.
I mean, if it's the real one though, that's what you can go
Honestly,
with.
I probably wouldn't leave the U.S. I mean, I have
Mm-hmm.
left the U.S. and I enjoyed it, but like,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of things here that I find comfortable. If I was forced to go somewhere and live somewhere else, it would be. Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna go with New Zealand. I would love to live in New
Mm,
Zealand. That'd probably be my aside from the U.S. If I had to live somewhere else, that's probably my
mm-hmm.
top choice. New Zealand's just beautiful. Of course, they have cold ass
Fair.
winters, and
Have you been there?
no, and I'm
Okay.
dying to go. It's like in my that's first on my list. What am I talking about? It's not on
Yeah.
my list. It's the first on my list, and I actually almost lived there when I was in college. I was this close to
Really?
taking in like a college like swap program where they send somebody from that country
Yeah.
to US and they send you over there.
Yeah.
And then it didn't work out at the last minute. Like
Hmm.
I was stupid. I met a dude and I was like,
Stupid.
oh, I'm gonna back out of this program because I fell in love and I don't want to leave him. And I was fucking 19 and I thought that
Stupid.
mattered. And I missed the opportunity to live in New Zealand for like 4 months. It would have been awesome. But yeah. So probably my first choice is gonna be the US because
Yeah.
America. And I think that
America.
I feel like that's stupid because everybody else in the world is looking at Americans going, you guys don't know shit. You
Fuck
never
are
even
you
leave your country.
doing?
Like,
Yeah.
why would you stay there? And I don't know, but I like my life. And I
That's
have
fair. I get it.
certain first world amenities that I'm used to.
Yeah.
And it would definitely be a culture shock to go to New Zealand, but
Yeah.
I would love to live there. So it's a twofold
Nice.
answer. First choice, US. If I have to leave, New Zealand.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
that's it.
10 and
We
10.
did it.
Those are
We made it
all the
through.
questions.
There was only
We
a few
survived.
uncomfortable times, and we
Yeah.
pushed through them. I will forever regret talking about my own body. Thank you for that.
Now, more about
Appreciate
the stomach of yours.
Let's unpack this more. Can you stay on for a few more minutes? Let's talk about that
To be
stomach.
clear,
I'm not talking about
that
the inside
was-
of my stomach because that's weird. I love the way my stomach digests things. It does a good job of digestion.
gas is just not an issue for me.
I love that, but I never, ever and irregular. I am always on time
man.
with everything. My body works
To be
like
clear,
clockwork.
that question was more for you to say something positive about yourself and not like me trying to trick you into saying something dirty. Because you've made it seem like you're like, oh, I know where your mind goes.
Well, yeah, come on.
That was not the
I
intent.
appreciate that. I appreciate that because you put me on the spot and you challenged me, and it was like, oh no. But when I realized there wasn't like an ulterior motive to it, I was like, oh no, I really have to actually think about my body. I don't know. I can't take the easy way out and just say something like just super obvious and stupid. I like my tats. I like them because everybody likes them. They're really nice.
You don't
really
have any
big.
tats. We can't see any tattoos.
I have 3 tats, but I didn't say tats. I said tats.
Oh.
Not tats, but tats. Okay.
Okay, I got you now.
Oh my god. Well, I have enough questions on my list that we could probably do this again, although I would need to fill them in with a little bit more precision because some of those are I would never say out
my
loud.
other ones were like, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
No, do not ask me that shit. Come on.
What's your favorite breakfast meal?
I think
What's
I had
your
one on
dream
there that was
date?
like, if you could meet any celebrity from any time period, who would it be and why? And if you say Abraham Lincoln, I swear to God, I will end this podcast. I swear to God.
I don't give a fuck about Abraham Lincoln.
Why would
meeting Abraham Lincoln?
He was actually a very depressed human being. Very sad.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be fun to be around. Anyway.
Keep forgetting. I got this on Amazon at one point. It's 100 songs every modern theater nerd should know. It's a card game. I don't know. I have not really. I always forget about it. But one of these times, I'll need to see what it is and find a way for us to see if we can play it virtually or what it is. I don't even know if that's even possible. I just saw it. I'm like, that seems like something
or you
that would
could
be
tell
fun.
me to get it. Where you said it in Amazon?
Or that. Yeah.
I can also have a set.
But I don't know. It might suck. I haven't looked at it yet. I don't know.
Do your research first and then tell me if I should spend money on it.
I'll do research. Let you know. And then we'll figure out. Maybe we'll throw that in here.
This has been fun. I'm glad we did it. Thank you for cooperating with my random idea that I sent to you last night and that we had 0 time to prep for. It turned out all right. Let us know, you guys, if you like that, if you thought that was stupid, if you thought it was fun, if you thought it was interesting. If you think I have a better asset than my stomach, feel free to tell me.
Let us know who you think is the most interesting out of the two of us after you heard more questions from us.
Let us know who you think is the sexier of the two.
Well, that's just not fair to me.
I'm shutting up right now. That's it. We're done. It's too late for this shit.
Raley's all like, I don't like thinking about my physical stuff and talking about that. And then,
look at my body.
Sexier. Oh my God.
That's the joke. Please, I want to escape this conversation.
Now if there's an after credit scene too, that will really
God. Work out. I hate myself. All right, moving on. We'll see you guys next week. Tune in for our review of, what are we going to review, Matt?
Well, next week will be a mini episode, but then the week after that, we will be talking about Newsies. Newsies.
2 versions. 2 of them, both of them are on Disney Plus. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Either one.
Check it out.
They're similar. So,
yeah.
And then definitely tune in for Matt's mini episode next week. And for our Newsies review the week after that. Thanks for watching or listening.
Which is the day before Thanksgiving is when the Newsies review will come out. Because it'll come out, whatever, the 28th? No, the 21st, 22nd. Whatever day, and Thanksgiving's the next day. Because it comes out on Wednesday and Thanksgiving
is
on
what the
Thursday.
day before Thanksgiving means.
It's always a Wednesday. So, yep.
Yeah.
And Newsies is family friendly. You can watch it with the family, then watch the podcast. Don't watch the podcast episode. Probably won't be family friendly.
With your
so
child.
don't do that.
Don't do it.
Because we can't go 5 minutes without saying fuck. I can't go 5 minutes without saying fuck. But
like, subscribe, hang in there.
Comment,
We
share.
are always fine tuning our content and figuring out what's best for us. So if you have any ideas, always let us know. And thanks for chilling with us. We'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to go down once
Down.
more. Peace.
Later.
This chair is so weird. I hate it. Sorry
Oh,
for
do that
taking
again.
it.
That was a good bounce.
Hey, Matt. So good to see
Yeah.
you. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here. So what we're talking about today is we're going to ask each other 10 questions. Jesus, our podcast just changed directions entirely.
That's going to be the after the credits clip.
Oh, God. Oh,
If
shit, I
anyone
forgot this is
listens to the
recording.
whole hour, then
You're
get
welcome.
Raley bouncing her tits.
The price, this is the reward you get for listening to us
That's
go on
right.
for an hour. You get bouncing tits. You're welcome. You're welcome for existing.